Hello, my friends. How are you doing today? It's Iona, your confidence and empowerment coach. I trust you're having a splendid Thursday or whatever day you are, in fact, watching this on. I just finished my Upgrade Your Self-Confidence Masterclass, and the theme of tonight's masterclass was around people pleasing. And the theme generally tends to change depending on whomever is there and whatever the topic, whatever direction the topic tends to fall into. There was a few people on the call who, towards the end, were, how would we say, they were recovering or recovered people pleasers, right? And people pleasing is something that we all have been conditioned to do, some less than others. People pleasing is essentially when we put others before ourselves in a way that is detrimental to us, to ourselves. And we sometimes end up harming ourselves or feeling depleted, feeling angry, frustrated. Usually it's to the detriment of our own thoughts, feelings, and emotions when we people please. We can be conditioned to people please when we observe other people in our environment and in our families, also people pleasing. We observe other people growing up. We can observe other people pleasing, right? Other family members or peers or school friends or whomever we've got in our environment, right? Behaving in a certain way. So then we decide that is how we're going to behave. And we're also conditioned to become people pleasers. We believe that we will receive something in return for people pleasing, right? We believe that we will receive acceptance, receive love, receive attention, right? We'll receive respect, we'll receive something, right? There's always, or there can be, not necessarily always, but there can be a reward, right? An invisible, right? Rarely there, right? Rarely do we get the reward, but this carrot can be dangled out in front of us. Also, we believe that we have a duty and an obligation to people please, right? To do something that someone else wants to do, even when it causes detriment to ourselves. We also can be pressured or controlled into people pleasing and made to feel bad, guilty, shamed or wrong if we don't, right? If you don't do this, then you don't love me, or you can't do this unless you, or I won't give you this unless you do that for me, or whatever it is that we have experienced. And we are, with this people pleasing experience, we learn, or we can learn, right? This isn't a definite, this is different for everybody, but we tend to deny ourselves. We tend to stop listening to ourselves, right? And the person that we're trying to please, or the people that we're trying to please, they become the overlords, right? They become our controllers. They become the people whom we look up to. They become the people with the knowledge. They become the people who know us better than we know ourselves. And we really deny our own instincts. We dismiss our own instincts. It can be, again, not always, but there can be an element of control, of trying to convince you of certain things, of trying to make you feel a certain way by you doing something for them, because or letting you believe that you will receive something, or you will be rewarded with something physical or something emotional, attention, affection, love, whatever it is, if you do what this person wants, okay? And also, we don't want to feel rejected. We don't want to feel abandoned. We want others to feel happy. We want others to be happy around us. We want others to feel satisfied around us. But again, right, we're denying our own happiness for that other person, especially when we are going against our authentic truth, when we're going against our emotional guidance system, when we're going against our instincts, right? When we have a red flag, but we're like, oh, it'll be fine, you know, like it's okay, it's just this once, right? It's just this once, or whatever it is that we tell ourselves when we're doing the thing that we know is not going to benefit us. Also, how the hell do you become a recovering people pleaser? Or how do you recover from people pleasing? Well, first of all, I would say identify that you are one, right? Become aware that you are, in fact, being people pleasing, or you have a tendency or habit of denying yourself to please others, or just please others in general, and you don't listen to your instincts, you don't listen to your guidance system, because your instincts are always right. You know they are. You know. Your instincts are they're infinitely intelligent. Your instincts are infinitely intelligent. Your emotional guidance system is infinitely intelligent, right? So becoming aware, right? I always say awareness is the first step number one on the path of empowerment, not to empowerment. Awareness is the step number one on the path of empowerment, right? So becoming aware, step number one, done, awesome, perfect. Noticing when it's happening or when it has happened in the past and how that made you feel, right? How did it make you feel? Did you feel like you were pressured? Did you feel like you were made to feel not good enough if you didn't do the thing? Was stuff withheld from you? Was any emotional connection or love or anything withheld from you? Were you made to believe that you were going to be rewarded with something? So I would say, like, have a tap, like tap in. I was going to say have a dig there, but sometimes the digging is a task. It's a task that is better done when you have support of a therapist or a coach or a counsellor. When you have become aware that you have a tendency to people please, and you are now being like, right, okay, how do I transform this? Tap into your inner self, tap into your inner being, your higher self, tap into your intuition, tap into your emotional guidance system. How do I feel when I'm doing that thing? When I'm denying myself, when I'm doing the thing that I know is not serving me, when I know that my instincts are telling me that it's a red flag, when I know that it doesn't feel good, right? It doesn't feel good. That's your first indication that it's not for you, right? Negative emotions are not bad or wrong. They're simply your red flags, right? It's on your slalom, right? You're slaloming down the ski slope and there's red flags and you're like, they're guiding you, you're tapping them with your ski pole. Is that how you do it? I don't know. So your red flags, your negative emotions are just your guidance system. Not just your guidance system. Your red flags are your guidance system telling you what you are, how and when you're going against your truth. Okay? Your truth is your intuition, right? That's your truth, is your intuition. I want to say no to this person, but I'm worried if I say no, X, Y, and Z might happen, right? What's the worst thing that could happen if you were to say no? Not sorry, not today, I'm unavailable today, or it's not this time, this doesn't work for me currently. I'm not, there's many other ways of saying no. This isn't working for me today, this isn't going to work. Unfortunately, I can't make it today. Tap into your inner guidance system, right? Your inner guidance system, your intuition will always tell you exactly what to say, right? To that person who you have a fear of saying no to, right? What's the worst thing that could happen if you were to say no to them? They attack you, they reject you, they abandon you. If that's the case, wow, right? Doesn't sound like a very healthy, happy person. It doesn't feel like something a healthy, happy person might do. Are you people pleasing them because it's habit, right? Are you doing this from habit? Is that a habitual thing? Is that a programmed, conditioned thing? And it's simply a way of it's simply up to you to practice trusting your intuition, trusting your guidance system, practicing saying no, thank you, or no in the way that suits you best, and feeling how you feel relief, right? When you have said no to something that you don't want to do, at first you might feel like a twist or a wobble in your internal guidance system because you're doing something that you're not used to doing. But usually the feeling that comes after that is relief, right? Oh, I'm really glad that I don't have to go do that thing, or I'm really glad that I don't have, I'm really glad that, it's just it's relief. And then you can practice gratitude. Gratitude is an extremely powerful emotion. Appreciation is also an extremely powerful emotion. Appreciation for your guidance system, appreciation for your intuition. And when you get to a certain practice and a certain level of confidence with saying no and listening to your intuition and your guidance system, you can even be grateful and appreciative to the person who you have been people pleasing, right? Because they have given you a really big gift, and that was the ability to choose, right? The awareness, first of all, and the ability to choose yes or no. And I choose no. And even if they might kick up a fuss and be like, oh, why are you not doing this thing that I want you to do? You don't always have to explain yourself, but if it feels good, if it feels like relief to say why you don't want to do the thing, depends on who it is and how, again, follow your intuition, follow your guidance system. If it feels safe to explain to them, if it feels safe to make up an excuse, freaking do it. Whatever feels safe for you, whatever is going to help you to feel safe and feel relief in that moment with that person. So, practice and consistency. Listen to your internal guidance system. Listen to your intuition. It is infinitely intelligent. It knows everything about you, okay? You don't know about any other person because you're not in their body, you're not living in their body. So even if that person tries to convince you that they know better for you, is that the right phrase? They know you better. They know what's right for you. No one can know as what you know is good for you, okay? You know when you're experiencing a red flag. You know when you are doing something that you don't want to do. You know when you've gone against your intuition, right? And the more you do it, the more you go against your intuition, the bigger the red flag gets. And the more you go with your intuition, the easier it gets to identify what the red flags are, okay? It's really powerful. If you're not sure how to tap into your intuition, the easiest way is to start in the morning when you're picking out outfits, right? Tap in, close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in and out. What do I want to wear today, right? Follow your intuition with your food, with your meals, with your clothing, okay? With simple, easy things like choosing what eyeshadow colour to wear, or what jewellery to put on, or what t-shirt to put on. Start off small, work your way up, and then you will start to recognise and realise in relationships and friendships and around people who you want to be around and who you want to take a little step back from. And that's all good. Okay, I will see you very soon. Lots of love. Bye.